So we had Mobile World Congress 2011, and WAC was founded last year.
That's right, yeah, it was founded Mobile World Congress 2010.
What is it?
That's right. Okay, so WAC is a consortium of lots of different companies. So all the big mobile telco operators, OEMs, handset manufacturers. We've got Samsung, Huawei, and Accenture, Adobe, ZTE. Take a look, Deutsche Telekom, Ericsson, France Telecom.
This whole list here.
Huge amount of people.
So it goes all the way down.
Yeah, and all around the world. So we've got European operators, Chinese, Japanese. And we're all working together for one common goal, which is to make life easier for developers and then ultimately better for consumers. So we create two things, a common web runtime. So you as a developer can write in HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Really, really easy. You end up with one file which you can distribute yourself, or you can upload to us. And when you upload it to us, you can then have that distributed across the world in lots of different operator stores.
So what do you have, a demo?
So yeah, I have a demo here, and of course being a demo it never works perfectly first time, so let's just take a look at some of the apps.
Sorry, this is the volume that I could speak.
Speak into that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at the photo capture app. So as well as normal JavaScript, we also allow you access to the device hardware. So what we've done here is we initialize the camera and we have it attached. You can see that's a live camera view. We just say, get element by ID, whatever the name of this element is, and that's where we place the camera. And then from there we can take photos from it. And we've got, if you're really techie, you'll like this. This is an accelerometer demo. For everyone else, it's very boring. You can probably just see there the numbers change as I move the phone throughout 3D space. And so that's just a single line of JavaScript, which is get accelerometer value X, Y, and then Z. So really, really easy to code for. You also get access to multimedia as well. So I hope you can hear that. It's the roar of a lion. And, I love this game, it's so much fun.
So basically you have APIs to
That's
get
right.
hardware access.
That's right, and you can download our SDK directly from our site, which is wacapps.net, and it's free. It's available on Mac, Windows, and Linux.
So the programming language is HTML, JavaScript, and
CSS. You can also use SVG Tiny if you want to do scalable graphics. And with CSS, obviously, you can do media queries and things like that.
Is there any native code hook-ins coming up?
No. So no native code. So you use the JavaScript API if you want to access any of the native features like camera, multimedia, address book, being able to send SMS, MMS, and email.
So why did they start WAC? Is to make things easier, but are there other reasons that might have been in play? Like some carriers. Some carriers are part of this?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got, I'm going to have to read all of them, so I can't remember. So we've got Hutchinson 3 Group, we've got NTT Docomo, AT&T, Vodafone, a whole range of carriers.
So what do you need on the Android phone for this to work?
So there's two things. You can download a separate runtime. So we've got two runtimes here. One is by Opera, which looks like this, and the other one is Applix, which looks like this. But what you can also do, if you're a device manufacturer, is you can create it, you can build it into your hardware and software platform so that it just looks like a native app. So right here I've got a Star Wars thing, and from a customer point of view, that just looks like a native app. It's sat there on the desktop, you click on it, it's HTML, but you're not going to see a browser bar at the top, and then when you push it just all works.
So it's kind of also an alternative marketplace, isn't it?
So we don't run a consumer-facing marketplace. What we do is we're wholesalers. So you upload your app once to us, and then you say, okay, I want to distribute it to China Mobile, to Vodafone Greece, and whichever ones you want. You hit go, and we check the app, make sure it works, and then it's published. And you get the normal revenue share that you get from the operators.
And who decides prices for the app? So how does it work?
That's you. That's you, the developer. So you can set different prices. You can be free. You can be ad supported. Coming up later on this year, we've got in-app purchase, which will also include carrier billing as well. So as a developer, you're just going to write to the one API spec. That's a GSMA one API spec, and it's as simple as doing it once, and then the billing goes on to the customer's phone bill.
And can we check out the SDK, how it works? And all
Yeah,
these things?
yeah. Well, if you come over here,
Okay.
let's take a look at the SDK. So here we go. So this is the SDK. You can download this for Windows, Mac, and Linux. And this is, if you've developed before, you'll recognise this as Eclipse.
Yeah.
And you write it in HTML. You go into your JavaScript editor, so it's got autocomplete. So let's say I want to get the longitude of this phone. I will do var long equals widgets dot, and we've got all the nice autocomplete stuff. Device dot position info dot, and then I've got accuracy, altitude, cell ID, latitude, longitude, all the stuff that you'd expect, and there we go. That's it. I've now got the phone's longitude, and if I just where are we here? So this is what we got. So this is the camera that I showed you earlier. Full documentation, completely free, and here are the 4 lines of JavaScript, which will add that to any HTML element.
All right. Can we check out the Borks? How they do?
Yeah,
what they do?
let's go take a look at Box.
Can you talk about it?
So
Yeah. So what do you do?
So we at Box, we are one of the members of WAC. We provide essentially the runtime. There are 2 parts to what we do for WAC. The first part is to provide development tools to develop WAC applications. We provide you complete 2 sets of development tools. One is a set of Eclipse-based plugins, using which you can just download. If you have an Eclipse setup, existing developers can directly just download the WAC plugins from there, and you're all set up. You can directly develop your application that has auto-completion, syntax validation, widget preview, HTML editors, all the editors whichever you need. Basically the whole set of this. You can even debug your applications. You have your breakpoints, call stacks, watch variables, local variables, the whole rigmarole, whatever you need to develop your applications out there. After that you can run and test your applications, you can debug them, you can sign your applications using the development tools that we provide. Finally, when you're done with your applications, you can upload these finalized applications at the WAC site using your publisher ID, which you will sign with. Once your application is done, you set it up with the WAC store. Once it's gone to the WAC store, WAC already has tied up with several of its members. Your application becomes available across these operators in their individual app stores. Second part of what you need to get these applications onto your user device, you need a runtime environment to run them. That's where Box again comes in. We provide the runtime on Android to download, not only download, but also run these applications on the virtual runtime of Android.
So for example, in the iPhone in China?
Yes, we have the Ophone. Ophone is, China Mobile is one of our primary vendors, where we give the WRT. Last year alone, around 700,000 devices shipped in China Mobile with the Box WRT embedded in it.
They get it when they buy it.
Sorry?
When they buy the phone, it's in there.
It's in there. It's pre-embedded in there. To get the complete experience, the WAC runtime should be embedded because there are a lot of services which Android does not publicly make available.
Because iPhone does not use the Google Marketplace, so they have something else, right? And how is WAC involved in there?
As far as WAC is concerned and as far as Ophone is concerned, Ophone is just another platform. For WAC, whether it be Ophone, whether it be Symbian, it's just yet another platform. As long as the runtime is available on that platform, the WAC application should run RASes. Our job is to make that runtime so that it works across devices. We provide for Ophone, we provide it for Android, generic Android, so the WAC runtime runs across.
A lot about Android, right? But it's also other platforms?
Yeah, all sorts of other platforms. So we're on Android, we're on Symbian, RIM, Migo, a whole host of platforms. And
Android is the one with the biggest take-up.
I don't know about that. You know, I mean, BlackBerry is very strong in lots of markets, and there's millions, if not billions, of Symbian phones on the market at the moment. But the nice thing about this is, as a developer, you don't have to worry about which platform to target. you can target all of them with one app. One app, multiple phones, and it's not just phones as well. We've got some tablets. We've also got a TV around the corner if you'd like to see that. So come along. So we'll try not to get run over on the way. So over here, you know, we've got Samsung doing some phones, and round here, let's take a look. So this is Obico, and if you just come around this way, excuse me. There we go. We've got WAC apps running on the box down there.
Is it on-powered?
Yeah, that's an Atom core. And we've also got tablets as well. So there's no limit to what you can run these devices on. So if you've written your device and you think, oh, I'm just stuck on Android or on Symbian, you're not. You've got access to potentially thousands of different devices. Maybe one day the mythical internet-enabled fridge will run your WAC application.
But now the dual-core chips and all that, they have more and more features, these processors.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be useful to get a little bit more hook into the native code also?
And I think that's something that we're going to see as WAC develops. So at the moment you've got access to a great range of hardware features. So accelerometer, multimedia, video camera, address book, SMS, all sorts of things. I dare say as WAC progresses, we'll see access to more and more features.